Pampanga is a province blessed with an abundance of natural resources, ranging from rich coastal waters to fertile mountainous areas. Such landscape permits the agriculture sector to flourish in the industry with leading production capabilities nationwide and establishing the province as one of the country's prime agriculture locations. This same feature, however, also comes with predisposition to natural hazards. The predominantly rural lands of Pampanga are also laden with interspersed built-up spaces owing to the province's proximity to the country's urban center, Metro Manila. These spaces have grown into fast-developing spots of economic growth with the cities of San Fernando, Mabalacat, and Angeles in the lead. Moreover, the sprawl has caused the rise of different industries across Pampanga, magnifying the perceived effects of urbanization, progress, societal impacts, and environmental consequences, among others. In protecting the Kapampangan communities, resources, and the cultural wealth of the province from known hazards and apparent eventualities, an efficient and effective local disaster risk reduction and management plan is essential. This local disaster risk reduction and management plan highlights the efforts of the provincial government of Pampanga in heeding the call of the times to adopt a proactive, people-centric, sustainable, and pioneering approach to managing disasters and calamities. The plan builds on the developments and progress achieved by the 2017 to 2020 Pampanga Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Plan, which was anchored on the vision of a disaster-resilient province, well-equipped with risk reduction resources, up-to-date technology, and efficient and responsive manpower. Through this vision, and as a relatively new department of the provincial government, the Pampanga PDRIM-O focused on the institutional growth to reach optimum capacities and capabilities to undertake advanced disaster management programs and actions, with an established and strengthened DRM institution with increased human resource, equipment and vehicles, technology, and facilities. The province heads on to empowering the communities to localize and traditionalize disaster resilience as a way of life through the 2021 to 2024 vision of Pampanga as a disaster and climate change resilient province with capacitated and active Kapampangan communities guided by a proactive and responsive DRRM institution with advanced resources, all towards attaining sustainable and inclusive development by 2024. With this marked shift from internal development to outward focus and implementation, particularly through reaching out and enabling the communities, the province acknowledges and highlights that effective disaster management is a collaboration of all local instrumentalities down to the individual. As Pampanga pursues disaster and climate change resilience, the DRRM institution has commitment to earnest public service and in securing a safe and progressive future for all, shall ensure that its programs and undertakings abide by the requirements of sustainable and inclusive development. This vision shall resonate further through the province mission statement to empower Kapampangan communities towards resilience through an enabling DRM institution with enhanced capacity to mitigate the impacts of hazards, prepare for and respond to disaster occurrences, and bounce back better from the impacts of imminent disasters, which optimizes the conduct of programs and actions through the four thematic areas of disaster risk reduction and management. For the Disaster Prevention and Mitigation thematic area, the province has lined up programs to avoid existing and imminent hazards and mitigate their corresponding potential impacts, focusing on research and assessment of DRR information, early warning, tried and tested mitigation projects, and regular hazard control activities, risk financing, and pioneering climate change responsive initiatives. In pursuing disaster preparedness, Pampanga's activities are directed and continuously reinforcing the capacities and capabilities of the province and Kapampangan communities to anticipate and be able to respond to the impacts of disaster by enriching the knowledge, awareness, skills, and resources of the localities, and continuously upgrading the capabilities of the DRRM institution and its local counterparts. For the disaster response thematic area, the province concentrates its efforts on preserving lives and resources and ensuring that the basic needs of affected communities are duly met through valuing timely and accurate disaster reports, coordinated response actions using established protocols, ample equipment and facilities, and ensuring that the province is able to immediately provide assistance to the affected population. Lastly, for disaster rehabilitation and recovery, the province takes into account the lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and moves forward to ensuring that programs are in place to be able to restore facilities, livelihood, and the optimal living condition of Kapampangan communities to be affected by imminent and future hazards. The province sees to it that communities are not only able to endure and recover from the impacts of disasters, but also bounce back stronger through learning from experience, utilizing scientific methods in assessing needs, and being responsive to the different conditions and circumstances of the population. This involves taking advantage of opportunities to install or establish better structures or features on damaged entities, enabling the affected to recover faster and smarter, and adopting better systems in addressing the long-term impacts of disasters. As these programs, projects, and activities are undertaken, the province of Pampanga shall operate with its vision mission statements at heart and with the Kapampangan people in mind. The DRRM institution shall continue to bolster its capacities to in turn empower the communities towards disaster mindfulness, which describes a state of awareness and adaptability in the context of living with hazards, natural and human-induced alike. The moment disaster mindfulness becomes the way of life of the Kapampangan shall be the hallmark of true disaster resilience and is hence the definitive goal of the Pampanga PDREAM-C. Strengthening the institution, empowering the people to the boundless pursuit of a disaster and climate change resilient Pampanga.